Chamgei mising chitab Kalenjin amang'u ole chamegei eng olda tugul ole itesetai inyorune tugetab Kass TV eng saishechu kakoit kasarta nebo logoiwekab emet eng koindo ne somanwo kekwani Bernard Koech kibotegei ak Naomi Cherotich eng oret nebo kabarunoik. Itagat ketestai ole kitaune county nebo Nairobi ole kakikoito kurset eng stakeholders tugul chetinyegei ak sekta nebo mwanik koker kole kaisub ng'atutik chelelach chetokchinigei kochul boisionik chebo alet, aldaet ak loisetab mwanik eng emoni, kamwa Director General eng kibagengeitab Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority anan EPRA Daniel Kiptoo kole ng'atutik choto 13 kokikitoi eng kenyit agenge nekokosirto ako tokchinigei kokanapta mung'aretab mwanik ako kirinda yautik chemanyalu eng sekta inoto kong'ololine eng tuyet ak sirikab logoiwek eng taonitab Nairobi.
To begin with, we have the Energy Net Metering Regulations 2024, which is really a very big milestone in Kenya's renewable energy landscape. These regulations empower consumers who generate their own electricity, we call them prosumers, to be able to, and most of them are developing a lot of this resource through renewable energy sources, wind and solar, to feed excess power that they are not utilizing back to the grid and receive credits for it. This approach transforms consumers into, as I've said, prosumers, because they are both producers and consumers of electricity. It does open the door for small-scale investors to participate in power generation, encourages the adoption of renewable energy technologies, and supports the transition to a low-carbon economy. The other regulation I wanted just to highlight is the Energy Solar Water Heating Regulations 2025, which is not a new regulation, but a rework of an existing regulation, which is designed to enhance energy efficiency and cost savings in home, businesses, and institutions. These regulations provide a clear guideline for installation, maintenance, and safety of solar water heating systems, including the licensing of technicians and quality assurance standards. These regulations have been put in place to ensure that Kenyans benefit from reliable, safe, and durable solar solutions, while stimulating the growth in the solar market and reducing dependence on electricity for water heating. Ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the pillar of energy efficiency, we also have another regulation called the Energy Management Regulations 2025. These regulations place greater responsibility on large energy consumers to be able to ensure that they embed energy efficiency within their operations, making it central to their business strategy rather than a compliance exercise. By institutionalizing the structured energy management practices and regular performance reviews, we'll be able to promote accountability, drive innovation, and unlock opportunities for green investments and job creation. Ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, these regulations reflect our national commitment to reducing our carbon emissions and ensuring that we build a resilient and more energy-secure future. Turning, ladies and gentlemen, to the petroleum sector, we as a regulator, EPRA, continue to play a critical role in shaping a transparent, safe, and efficient market. We've been able to gazette all of our downstream regulations within the timelines that we did anticipate to ensure that the sector operates in a framework that increases investor confidence and also strengthens consumer protection. These regulations in the petroleum subsector ensure that we have a long-term goal to ensure we do have a sustainable and well-regulated petroleum value chain. The first regulation that we've been able to develop in the petroleum subsector is the Petroleum Liquefied Petroleum Gas Regulations 2025, which established clear standards for licensing, operation, and safety of LPG businesses, from autogas to retail stations and wholesale distribution. These regulations, as we call them, Legal Notice 101, have replaced Legal Notice 100, which is the regulations that are in place in 2019 that reflect today's realities, will ensure that we have safer handling, better infrastructure, and greater consumer trust in the use of LPG. They are critical in promoting LPG as a cleaner, more efficient household commercial energy option. It also aligns with the government's LPG growth strategy and the Kenya's clean cooking vision, where over 74% of households still rely on biomass and other traditional fuels for cooking. Expanding the affordable and safe LPG use is therefore essential in promoting and improving public health, reducing deforestation, and cutting our carbon emissions. The other regulation in the petroleum subsector is the Petroleum Importation Amendment Regulations 2025, together with the Petroleum Business Licensing and Petroleum Logistic Facility Construction Permit Regulations 2025. These two regulations, ladies and gentlemen, are designed to ensure that we streamline and unify the importation and licensing processes within the petroleum subsector by simplifying procedures and setting clear standards for logistics and infrastructure, be able to reduce operational bottlenecks, improve efficiency, and guarantee a more reliable supply chain for petroleum products in the market. The other regulation is the Petroleum Licensing of Road Transport Business Regulations 2025, which seeks to enhance safety in the transportation of petroleum products by setting firm requirements for operators and aligning them with our national safety standards for road transportation, working with our sister regulator, the National Transport and Safety Authority. These measures will ensure that we minimize risks on the road, we protect lives and also protect property, and ensure petroleum transporters operate responsibly but also sustainably. These regulations really take us to a new chapter in terms of our energy regulation landscape in the country. This started with the Energy Act 2019 and the Petroleum Act 2019. We've been able to rework most of the regulations, both in the electricity and the petroleum subsectors, that will ensure that we position this country and position the economy for steady growth while ensuring that we reinforce our reputation as a regional energy and petroleum hub, while ensuring that we build trust from the public and the consumers. We're able to innovate and also ensure that we have compliance in our sector.
Yakitestai ak logoiwekab emet ketokyinigei county nebo Nandi ole tesetai eng nguno igorta nebo yatetab Science Laboratories isit chekotech kompunitab chaik nebo Eastern Produce Company anan EPK eng sukulishek cheterter chebo junior secondary eng county noto bo Nandi. Koret agenge nebo keker kele kanyor sukulishek eng county noto tuguk cheterter chemokotin eng kasuldaetab somanet, mising ko eng kasari tesetai serikalitab Kenya kosuldae somanet anan curriculum nelel nebo somanet nenan mising ko competence based education anan CBE. Mitei sirindenyo nebo logoiwek Nelson Tarbei ak Richard Koech ne ine ko general manager nebo kampunit noto bo EPK asikwarorwech eng koindo. Nelson Tarbei, nengung soet.
Kongoi mising Ben Koech, anyorun eng oret ne kararan. Ko eng tai kangotomo kenyoru kaimutiet noto nebo muswoknatet ko kimite ak inendet Richard Koech, lakini eng nguno kemite ak Peter Koin ne ine kora ko manager anan direct I think manager general manager eng kampunit nito bo EPK asikobit koarorwech mising kotinygei ak nito. So Mr. Koin, tos amune sikemite yu eng betutab rani?
Kongoi mising kimi yu amu kakibwa kikoite chekilen Junior Secondary School Laboratories chekotech kampunit nebo Eastern Produce. Tugul ko tisab chekikoitoi eng wakati nito barani. Kiketestai kong'ete kenyini konye age tugul kikoito alak tisab ako nguno kakikoitoi chuto tisab chekiboisie karibu siling million 18 keteche eng ng'alek chuto bo chekile corporate social responsibility CSR. So kibendi ko company ketesetai ketoreti community nito kiyoe kasit tugul nemi wakulima chuto choket keyoe tuguk chechang kosubkei ak ng'alekab sukul, kibendi kora ng'alekab beek, kiyoe kora ng'alekab sanitation choto bo sanitation facilities in schools, kiyoe kora chekile rain water harvesting, ako kimi kora ketoreti wakulima ng'alekab barabaroshek. So eng company kelenen kimi ketoretkei ak community, ketoretkei ak serikali kebe kehakikishan kele katestai sukul eng oret nemakat.
Bwana Koin, eng kasarwek chechang ko kampunishek cheu akwek choto EPK anan kampunishek alak chenekite meng'ik kou noto, ko eng kasarwek chechang ko kikobit rirek kele chang kampunishek chematoreti biik chemite tugul eng yoto, lakini kiomong'ungei kampunitab EPK asikobit kosuldae ng'olionoto kikure corporate social responsibility. Tos eng chito nemengen akobo ng'oliondonito bo corporate social responsibility ko tos ne nito?
Corporate social responsibility eng kutit nebo Nandi ko kelen kiweku eunyo eng mung'aret noto kokonech as a community. Nguno ngokonech chaik ko achek ngealde ak kenyoru mapato kiwekchini kokwet eng oret netai, eng oret nebo tuguk chechang. Noto kamwa ale kiteche skulishek, kiteche ng'alekab beek, kiteche sanitation facilities, kikoitoi deskishek, kikoitoi furniture chebo ofisishek chebo chief ak kechobe barabaroshek. Abwoti ale eng oranoto kekure corporate social responsibility ko kele achek ko kokonech nafasi keyai mung'aret ak kiweku eunyo.
Akot kunoto Bwana Koin, amu imite sekta nito bo chaik ko kokobit rirek mising kele kokwo ng'ony olietab chaik mising. Tos ne ng'olyong'ung kotinygei ak nito amu kobit rirek eng koin kele mawalakse beitab chaik. Aliet nekikiale olikinye kenyitab 2000 keale akoi saisiek kenyisiek 25 chekikosirto. Tos ne kaimutik chemite sektait nito bo kabatisietab chaik?
Chaik ko tesetai sine eng or nekilen kararan ako makararan. Ako kit nekwerie chaik ko kit nekilen quality. Ako ngoribo quality kwoldoksei eng beit nemi komie. Ko eng kenyisiechu oeng abwoti ale kochang'a chaik eng soko. Ako ngochang'a chaik ko ngalen kingen kele ngochang'a kowek ng'uny beit. Ko noto neimech nguno lakini tesetai akere serikali kokimiti aketesetai akichek keimproven quality sikobit kowek beit.
Kongoi mising Bwana Koin, ngamakun kit age tugul nemie utestai ko kampunitab PPK aro ole kotoret meng'ikab county nebo Nandi eng tetutik cheterter. So kou noto Ben Koech kemite kora ak MCA noto nebo warditab Kapsimatwo noto ko Edwin Korir nekakoit akine ikorito eng olemite kora kandoik alake kakoit MCAs alak eng batai yu kotkoimuch koborun chitab kamera ko kakoit kandoik cheterter chetestai eng yoe igorto noto nebo kakoitetab laboratories ichoto. So Bwana Mheshimiwa Korir, tos ile ne kotinygei ak tetutianito tesetai kampunitab PPK?
Kongoi mising Tarbei. Amache ale kilen kongoi mising aketoche boisiet nekoiwech kampunitab Eastern Produce Kenya Limited EPK amu kararan chi neibwoti ngomi mung'aret kobwat kowekyin meng'ikab emonoto boisietnywa anan konyor kelchin. Kemech kele kongoi amu katestai awe boisiet nekakisungukani kongin labs tisab. Kora kemech kele kitinye kelchin ko biikab Simatwo amu koimuch EPK kotekwech in the same program labs aeng nebo sukul comprehensive school nekikure Kimaran comprehensive school eng Temsa location ak kora kakinyoru kelchin kora eng meng'ikab anan somanik chemitei sukulitab Savani comprehensive school kora kakinyoru labs chotok aeng. Kemech kele kongoi acheket ketoche ko ki viongozi on behalf of the community kelechini kongoi Eastern Produce Kenya Limited akotestai kora koyai boisionik chechang chenyorchin kelchin biik cheoldochin majanik.
Mheshimiwa, kakero kabarunet nemie eng kampuninito bo EPK kakomuch kotoret meng'ikab county nebo Nandi eng oret kakomwoiwech kora agenge eng managers chemi yu kole kikomuch koyai kora tuguk cheterter. Eng county nebo Nandi ketinye kampunisiek alak cheterter, kitinye benkisiek, kitinye institutions ak organizations alak cheterter. Tos kurseng'ung as kero kele kakikan mfano anan kakisup kabarunet nekararan nekakoborwech kampunitab EPK asikobit kero kele kakitoret meng'ikab county nebo Nandi eng kasuldaetab tetutik cheterter.
Bas kongoi mising kora Tarbei. Ameche ale mfano ni nekararan ak ameche asom kampunisiek chun tugul chun eng faida nenyoru ko kararan kakiwek eut eng ng'oliot nekikure corporate social responsibility. Ko ngot kwai kunoto benkisiek kotoretwech masta age, kwai kunoto kora kampunisiek cheterterchin kenyoru kelchin amu nguno meng'ikab emoneb Nandi ko chuto che kastomaekab bichu tugul. Kemech kityo kesom, ameche asom ko kiongozi ale ngosub mfano, ngoikan mfano nekayai Eastern Produce Kenya Limited ama boisiet noto inegei kokwai Eastern Produce Kenya Limited. Kaikas kamwa general manager kole kiyoe kora partnership ak leadership kora sikobit keyai kora ortinwek kotoretech mising ng'alekab loisetab tuguk anan ko ng'alekab oret generally. Mi ng'alekab boisionikab beek kikochin community. So kemech kesom, ameche asom ko kiongozi agenge eng Nandi ini kesom kampunisiek chemite tugul cheboisie ak olete olebochin emoni kobit ki nekure public private partnership asikobit konyor kelchin meng'ikab Nandi county ak meng'ikab Kenya mzima.
Mheshimiwa, yekibendi kekesu komautie atebenin akobo tebutiet noto nebo alyetab chaik nekokokon rirek kot mising. Kakekas agenge eng managers chebo kampuninito bo EPK Bwana Koin kakomwa kole chang kaimutik chemite sektait nito. Tos ile ne as kosubkei ak beit nekokokon rirek kot mising eng kwenutab kabatikab chaik?
Tarbei kora kemi yotok aketikesome. Angen ale serikalinyo kondochin president nenyo nebo emoni akemeche kewekyi kongoi president William Arap Ruto amu tesetai emet koyoe reforms. Kemech kora kewekyi kongoi wajumbe ak legislators tugul amu reforms makiyoe konit agenge lakini tesetai koyoe reforms. Kimeche kesom kityo ko fastakan kandoinatenyo leadership tugul asikobit konyor kora kelchin mkulima amu nguno ikere kokochilak beitab chaik kesome kobit kotoretech eng reforms kochakta kofastakan atyo kesom kora mkulima amu kakile sikobit kiy nekararan kora koyoche kerib kora yoto kou yesome kampunishek ko ngetyem kerib quality sikobit kotestai. Kimoe kora tikelechi kongoi president nenyonet amu kitoretech eng laindab fertilizer kwongen ale kitinye mbolea nema shida mising eng inguni ak kemoe kelechi kongoi amu kampunishek tugul kokomuch konyor kora kokochi distribution of fertilizer farmers eng wakati nekararan ko ngibis chaik ak kerib quality sikobit kora kerib yoto amu foreign exchange anda nendoi kora eng emoni komakat kerib others kimoe kele kimi yoto kesupporten mkulima.
Kongoi mising mheshimiwa noto ko MCA nebo waditab Kapsimatwa Edwin Korir nekakoarorwech ine akobo tuguk cheterter chemite sekta inito bo kabatishetab chaik mising ko alyetab chaik nekamwa ine kole tinye kanet kole wendi serikalitab President William Ruto kokere kole kakitoret kabatik konyor alyet noto nemakchingei. So Bernard Koech amoche sawekun soet asikobit itestai ak logoiwekab emet ang'et asup akobo tetutionito testai eng yuto noto nebo igorta noto nekiboibochin akobo kakaitoetab laboratory 8 chekayat kampunitab EPK anan sikotoret kampunitab EPK kotech eng sukulishek 8 cheterter chebo junior secondary chemite county nebo Nandi. So Bernard Koech ngawekun soet asikobit itestai ak logoiwek choto chebo emet. Kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
Kongoi mising noto ko Nelson Tarbei kong'ete komasta nebo Nandi Hills eng county nebo Nandi. Yekitestai ak logoiwekab emet ko kakonyor benkitab NCBA certification nenaat kou Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard Certification ole koek benkit netai eng Kenya konyor certification inoto. Kamwa director nebo muswoknotet eng benkit noto Isaac Owila kole kikoib icheket kakwautik chekimen chetokchinigei kekirinda yautik chebo chorsetab rabinik ak logoiwek keboisie muswoknotet anan cyber attacks. Kabinet eng kasarta nekomwa kibagengeitab Communications Authority kole eng kenyit nekosirtoi inegei kokibit tiemutik chebo cyber attacks chesire milionishek 400 eng emetab Kenya.
Today is a very proud moment for NCBA as we officially receive the PCI DSS, which is a Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard certification. And this has been a journey together with our partners from Visa, as well as a certifying body, which is Afenoid. This is basically a statement of confidence and trust in the process that we have in terms of data protection and governance as it pertains to the security standards we deploy for our cards and card information. So investment is one piece, but we do also look at other factors. So as NCBA, we've done a lot in terms of just putting our defenses in order from a security standpoint. This includes firewalls, it includes endpoint protection, and we're using a lot of modern technology in terms of artificial intelligence-driven solutions to make sure that we are a safe organization. And this builds the confidence that our customers would have with us and the trust that we as an organization have in terms of taking care of the interests of our customers. But more importantly, it's also the investment in the people in terms of just heightened awareness around the security risks and the protection that we need to have as employees in just making sure that the interests of the organization from a security standpoint are taken care of. So we're doing a lot of upskilling for our staff in terms of technology risks, cyber risks, and at the same time, we're also putting money into technology tools that are able to make sure that we keep the environment safe and secure. The process of certification into PCI DSS is a journey where we go through a process of 100 or 300 or so steps just to be able to make sure that you certify Visa as well as the certifying authorities that you are actually able to qualify for the PCI DSS certification. And it is a journey that starts off with a prioritization approach document, which is then submitted to the Visa team. They evaluate that document, and then you engage an assessor who then comes in to make sure that you are what you have said in your prioritization approach and the questionnaire that you fill in terms of just the assessment process and the attestation that goes with it is actually the practice on the ground. And once you go through that journey, you go through the assessment, and they confirm that whatever you've said is actually implemented and is enforceable, then you get that certification. It took us about 3 to 4 months to be able to get to this certification.
We have had a rigorous improvement in our processes, training and engaging our people, and even upgrading our systems to mitigate such risks. So PCI being a gold standard that ensures that payment card data is secured and that the transactions are also secure has helped us achieve a lot of cybersecurity concerns. First, this is a certificate that gives our customers confidence, our partners confidence in integrating with us. They are given confidence that our systems will not expose any of their systems to cybercrime or cybersecurity risks. It also helps us to in our regional rollout. So as we scale the loop brand in Africa, governments, we found governments trusting the PCI DSS certificate, and it's becoming an easier conversation as we look for licensing outside Kenya.
Kakotyakta MP nebo kipkelionist en county nebo Kericho Joseph Cherorot basari chebo rabinik cheite silingishek milionishek 5 chekitokyine kipsomaninik chesomandos eng sukulishek chemite komasata bo Kipkelion East. Kosubkei ak Cherorot ko noto ko agenge eng tetutik chebo ibunetab walet eng Kipkelion East ak toretetab kipsomaninik koityi sobet nekararan eng betusiek chemite tai. Kenyoru Robert Siele ak ripotit noto eng koindo.
Kong'alalen afisishek chebo constituency noton en Londiani kasarta nekaindochi kokoitoetab basari chebo day schools en komasatan cheite milionishek 5, komwa mbetab kot neng'ate ng'atutik nebo Kipkelion East Joseph Cherorot kole tokyin kotoret lagok chebunu korik chemaimuchegei konyorchigei somanet.
Ako en betutab raini ko kakikoite chekishek chebo milionishek 5. Kamache amwa ale rabinik chu kobendi kotoreti lagok choton chekitindoi en korikyok, lagok chotet chemaimuchegei sigik, ak nesire kora komache amwa ale kitinye lagok che orphans chematinye sigik kotoreti kora rabinik chu, ak nesire kora en ofisi ro ketinye scholarship nekitoreti lagok choton chematinye sigik, kiliponjini full scholarship asikobit komuch kotoret.
Kosubkei ak Cherorot konoton ko oret neibu walet en somanet asikonyor walutik chekororon kipsomaninik akoek biik en betusiek chebwone.
Ko kit age nekamache amwa amune sikeyai kouni asikoimprove lakwet en ng'alekab somanet, asikobit nekatawendi gaa kocheng'ote rabinik kotuitos ak sigindet nengowekse kokakoimgei sigindet ak koimgei lakwet, ko kikiker kele kakeamuan sikobit ketoret sigikyok ak ketoret lakwani, amun kit nemokyini lagokyok ko koso en somanet anan kosir en somanenywan akoba barak kot koit university. So kamache amwa en nwokindo ale kimiten ko Kipkelion East, komache amwoi sigik alenji kibendi tai en kenyino nyone keliponjini kora chebo form 3 asikobit komuch kotoretok sigikyok.
Kamwa MP noton kole kanyor rabisiek cheterter sukulishek konamgei kaitoshekab kipsomaninik ole isube kora sukulishek chemiten lagok kobun Kipkelion East akot angot komamiten sukulishek choton constituency noton.
Sukulishek alak koker kakikoite like mi akoi 262,000, mi chebo 60,000. Ko kamache amwa ale lagochu day school koker kitinye lagok chebo komosin bo Kapkiam secondary school, kitinye chebo Lesirwa, kitinye chebo Tuyobei, ko sukulishek cho mami constituency nenyon. Lakini kiliponjini amun kitinye lagok cheng'etos en constituency nenyon kobendi bitonin komosin bo West, komosin bo Ainamoi kobo kosomandos. Ko kamache amwa ale tofauti nombo rabinik kanyor sukulishek alak chechang konyor alak mara chetuten ko kotiengei lagok chemi sukulit noton. Kot ko lagok 10 ko times 2 ko that is 20,000. Times 2,000 that is 20,000. So kou noton.
En kasaratan koesha Cherorot tetutik alak tugul chebo istoetab legutab basari en emoni en mwaet kole bo kamanut noton en somanetab lagok chematindoi sigik ak chematindoi kamuget age tugul.
Wale ambao wanang'ang'ana kwamba basari itolewe, ningependa kusema hiyo itapata kuadhiri especially wazazi wale ambao hawana ama hawajiwezi kifedha. So ningependa kuhimiza kwamba hii mambo ya basari, hii mambo ya CDF money ipate kudumu na ipate kuwekwa kwa katiba, na tutahakikisha imewekwa kwa katiba, maana hii ni pesa ya mwananchi ambayo it is structured so well hakuna vile mtu anaweza kuchukua rushwa ama ku misuse that fund. So ningependa kuhimiza kwamba katika siku ya leo hao wanafunzi watapata kunufaika kupitia wa principals ambao tumepatia checks.
Kong'eten county nebo Kericho, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyun ko Robert Siele.
Kongoi mising noto ko report nebo Robert Siele kong'ete county nebo Kericho nekakoit ele nebo logoiwekab emet eng saisiek chu kong'ete studio nebo Kass TV. Logoiwek alak chebo emet eng koindo inyoru koite sait agenge nebo koskoleng ak eng sait ang'wan nebo kemboi. Kainenyu ko Bernard Koech, kokibotokei ak Naomi Cherotich eng kebeberta nebo kabarunoik. Amakun betut nemie, testai ikere Kass TV amu kimnotet naet.